So what is WooCommerce? WooCommerce is an e-commerce platform designed for WordPress and it was created in September of 2011. Now, having worked with hundreds, if not more, of e-commerce clients, it's been a while since I've been this impressed with the e-commerce platform. I'm going to explain to you the benefits of WooCommerce and what it means to you for as a business owner, as well as answer many of the common questions that our clients have had for us. So there are three primary benefits that I want to touch base on with WooCommerce. The first is that it's very easy to use both for your customers and yourself. Second, it's easier to develop on than many of the other e-commerce platforms out there. And third, there are tons of support as far as e-commerce logistics for WooCommerce. One of the awesome things about WooCommerce is the fact that it's very easy to use, both for your customers and for you. On the front end with your customers, the checkout process and the My Account section, all of that's very intuitive. And what I like about it is with the checkout, it's a one-page checkout. Basically, you don't want to have any barriers between your customers and them purchasing your products. So the one-page checkout is a lot more user-friendly than some of the other carts that I've seen with multiple pages to check out. And also the backend is really intuitive as well. WooCommerce was actually created by a team of user interface guys versus some of the other carts like Zencart, for example, was created by programmers. So sometimes something as basic as updating your products or changing something that otherwise would be pretty straightforward is actually not in some of these other carts. Versus with WooCommerce, everything is streamlined, and also since it integrates with WordPress, you don't have to learn two separate software. And you don't have to deal with two separate logins, one for your website and the content management system for that, and also one for your e-commerce. With WooCommerce, everything is seamlessly integrated together, which is really nice. One of the things that I really like about WooCommerce is from a development point of view, it's a lot easier to develop on and it's a lot less work. So what does that mean to you as the business owner? Well, because the amount of work compared to, for example, Magento, you're looking at double, if not more, amount of work to get a fully featured and fully working e-commerce platform versus WooCommerce. So essentially, you're paying a lot less with WooCommerce to have a fully working e-commerce website. And also, because the development process is requires less hours to develop, your initial website will be built a lot faster, as well as any kind of upgrades that you'll need in the future. That tends to be a lot quicker, and of course, time is money. And one of the other things I really like about WooCommerce is that it's very lightweight compared to some of the other platforms, again, like Magento, for example. So on the same web hosting account, your e-commerce website built on WooCommerce is going to load a lot faster than Magento. And for your customers, you basically want as little hoops to jump through as possible. You don't want your customers to have to wait around for pages to load and potentially leave your website. So that's another benefiting factor of WooCommerce. Now on to the fun stuff with WooCommerce. Out of the box, you can have simple products, meaning like a hat or a guitar. You can have configurable or variable products, meaning like a shirt, dresses, where you may have different sizes, different styles, variations, different colors. You can have virtual products, for example, like a service or maybe a gift certificate that you're selling. Downloadable products, for example, like an ebook or MP3. You can even have external links as products. So for example, if you are using Amazon Associates or eBay, you can actually forward them to your affiliate link. And all this is out of the box with WooCommerce. It also comes with advanced reporting, inventory management, comes with coupons, discounts, basically everything that you would expect from a powerful full-fledged e-commerce software. Now that's just the out-of-the-box stuff. They also have just a ton of premium extensions, and these extensions are basically plugins for WooCommerce, if you will. One of the things about WooCommerce is the way they make money is actually off the extensions. The average extension, I would say, costs $79. And what I tell my clients, and I wholeheartedly believe this, is that I rather have my clients, especially if you're making money directly from your website, pay for the plugin versus trying to find something free that a lot of these other open source softwares have free plugins for. Because when you pay for something, the quality of service is a lot higher. The quality of product is a lot more robust. So from my experience working with just tons of different e-commerce platforms in the past 5, 6, 8 years, I always find that the paid plugins are a lot more reliable than the free ones. And within this marketplace, you can have support from anything, FedEx, UPS, DHL, any kind of this, the shipping logistics, any kind of payment gateway logistics, Stripe.com, Authorized.net. You can even have more of, there's even support for shipping, custom shipping logistics, for example, Shipwire. You can also integrate QuickBooks directly into the WooCommerce. You can integrate it with MailChimp and Constant Contacts, so you can automatically sync up your customers database with your mailing list, which is very powerful and very convenient for our clients. You can even synchronize the inventory between Amazon, eBay, and so forth. You can have deals of the day, products of the day, related products, and I mean there's just a whole host of premium extensions and things that you can do as far as e-commerce logistics for your website, and also as as your business grows and as your website scales. So some of the common questions that our clients have had for us with WooCommerce, one of the first questions that they ask is, will WooCommerce limit me on how our website looks and the look and feel of the website? No. What we do with our websites is that first we'll create the design comp for our clients, and once they approve of the design comp or design mockup, it doesn't matter what e-commerce software that our clients want us to use, although we recommend right now WooCommerce. And the reason for this is because WooCommerce and any other kind of e-commerce platform, that's just the engine behind it. So the actual design of the website is separate and independent of it. The only pages that I would say will be affected would be the checkout pages, the cart page, as well as the My Account pages. And in this case, WooCommerce has done a fantastic job, so that's not something that you need to worry about. The only time I would say it would have an impact is if you're starting out and you're using a theme or template, which for established businesses would really discourage it. And the reason for that is even the really good looking themes, it's made a theme or a template by its nature is designed to be generic, so that way it can be adapted to different businesses. And from just over the years, what I've seen is any kind of theme or template, after all of the images, verbiage, and that kind of stuff is swapped out, there's a lot of unnecessary white space, issues with the margins, padding, typography, as well as when you swap out all this information, a lot of the elements are not in its most optimal position, including the call to actions as well as phone numbers, that kind of stuff. And what that ultimately does is that it has negative impact on the presentation, as well as directly having negative impact on your sales conversions. So people are more likely to leave your website as opposed to checking out and purchasing something. And on the note with presentation, and some business owners debate about this, but whether, from my point of view, whether you believe it or not, presentation does have a huge impact on both the sales conversions, the trust that your audience has with your brand, as well as having an impact on the price point that you're able to command. For example, a cupcake store that has the interior designed by an interior designer with very modern, chic, contemporary furniture and furnishings. They're able to sell cupcakes at the price of like $7.99, and they sell out, versus the mom and pop's sweet store. They're selling at $1.99, $2.99, and they're selling a lot less. And this is especially true if you're selling any kind of lifestyle product, clothing, high-end accessories, high-end furnitures, any of this kind of stuff. Presentation has a huge impact and direct correlation to sales, as well as conversions, and also the price point that you're able to command. The second question I think that we get a lot is, with the premium extensions, am I able to upgrade and add this on at a later time? Absolutely. In fact, there's the amount of work between having the extensions installed and set up right after the website's built versus later down the road. Generally speaking, it's not any less or more in terms of the amount of work. The other question that we also get is WooCommerce scalable? Can I scale my business using WooCommerce? Absolutely. As a matter of fact, we actually have clients that have thousands of products on their carts and also processing over $500,000 in revenue a year using WooCommerce. Now, one of the things about scalability is that a lot more of it has to do with the web hosting than the actual e-commerce software that you're using. For example, as a business grows, they'll eventually grow out of shared web hosting, so they'll need a VPS or virtual private server, and as it grows bigger, a dedicated server or many servers with a load balancing. But once that point comes, and it's a really nice position to be in, we'll help facilitate, or for our clients, we'll help facilitate and make sure that happens. And we've worked with clients that have gone through that point in the business where they did need to scale. But generally, that's not an issue at all, and WooCommerce is not an issue when it comes to scalability. And the last common question that we get is WooCommerce secure? And my answer for that is that it's no more or less secure than many of the other major e-commerce softwares out there, as long as you have SSL installed, which basically encrypts your customer information and also your customer's billing information. Make sure you have secure passwords for all the logins. You're sharing that or having that widely open to people, and make sure that the software is up to date with all of the latest security patches and updates. If all those are done, then you should be fine as far as you having your website secure. All in all, WooCommerce is a fantastic e-commerce software, and in my professional opinion, I would say for 90% or if not more of business owners, this is probably the right cart for you. And right now, at the time of this video, I would say from all the carts that I've used, hands down, this is the best one right now.